it's Terry with paperologist.blogspot.com, and I'm going to try my hand at making a holiday card with you guys. And I'm going to be using this tool from Essence that sets these little glue-backed gems or blings, so I'll try those. And these two rubber stamps. This one and this one. This is a penny black stamp, and this one is a memory box stamp. And these two inks, the chestnut roan and the warm green from Colorbox. I'm going to be using some miscellaneous tools, this Embelly Jelly, to try to pick up the little gems. Or this is a quick stick, which has been a useful tool for me too. And then this Bic Market pen, which is called Rambunctious Red. And I'm going to be coloring some of those gems a slightly different color. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to stamp my sentiment and my wreath. And so I'm just going to find center, and I'm just marking that really lightly with a pencil, because I want to center the wreath above the sentiment. So this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 folded card. So I'm going to mark it 2 1/8. And I'm going to use the chestnut roan ink, and I'm going to do my best to stamp this right the first time. So I think what I'm going to do is ink it up very gently, because the type on the stamp is quite fine. So I'm just kind of giving it a really light tap. I tend to either have a heavy hand or way too light of a stamp. So here we go. And then the center point on this particular stamp is sort of between those two top words, or this is 2 inches across. So I'm just going to do my best to eyeball it, sighting off of that mark. And here we go. Now you can absolutely use a Stamp-A-Majig, probably if you're going to do a lot of these, to make them perfect every time. And let's hope that I stamped nice and clean. Pretty good overall, so yay! And then we use an eraser to take off this pencil mark, but I'll probably do that at the end. Now the wreath, I don't really think that there's a top per se, so it's kind of up to you what you would like. So I'm going to ink that up with this warm green color. I also tried it with this Dollar Spot chalk ink, which that worked nicely too. So if you don't have these specific colors, you can absolutely use whatever color works best for you. And this wreath would probably look good in brown as well, sort of a willowy kind of wreath. And so that looks like that's inked up pretty well. Same scenario, I don't want to push too hard, and want to find center, sort of above the words and in the center of the card. So here we go. And that did pretty good. Alright, so there's the front of our card, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little embellishments and I'm going to color them. So I'm going to use the heat setting tool for that, and it is in the on position, and to engage the heat you push on this little button, and you can see that the little red light comes on. But in the meantime, while that's warming up, what I'm going to do is take some of this Embelly Jelly stuff, and it comes in this little plastic container. Looks like that, and you just pick up a little bit of it with this little wooden stick, and it says to kind of make it into a ball. And I think what it does is it's similar to the pickup stick stuff. So it will help you go into your little container here and pick up these guys. And what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to take the marker here and I'm actually going to color them more of a red color. The batch that I picked out, you know, I got this at Michael's and it was on sale, and I just couldn't bear buying piles of these not knowing if I would really like them. So I just picked out this batch partly because of the blue, and oops, dropped it there. Pick that back up. And I uh-oh, guys, use this tool instead to hold it while I color it. I think this has a little bit better stickum. So anyway, I'm going to use the Bic marker. I tried this with the Copic and I don't think it covered quite as well. Okay. So I'm just going around all the edges, and I can't say that the Image Essence people would endorse you doing this, but I figured it wasn't a super expensive tool, so I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm not going to make you watch me color all of these, but what we'll do is it says to pick these up, and I think I'll put one right here. And I'll zoom in a little bit for you. Okay. Now, this is kind of, in my hand, it seems a little awkward. This is awkward for me, the way it's being held. So I think I'm going to hold it like that. And you push down on the button, and it says to wait for about 15 seconds. And then you touch the gem, and it says you would be able to see the glue kind of melt. You don't have to push very hard. The heat is supposed to be transferring through the gem. Okay. Yep, it feels pretty stuck. So I think what I'm going to do is zoom in. We'll do this with bling too, obviously. But what I liked about this idea was that I was hoping that they would be really, really heat set. So there you go. Or maybe we'll not do them quite so close together here. Now I can feel the little heat tool as it's under me, so definitely be careful. And like I said, it's a little awkward. Probably the weight. Okay. Yep, they set up pretty quickly. If you push too hard and leave it too long, then the glue really melts and kind of makes a big mess. So let's try this with the Embelly Jelly next. And I'll just put them randomly. So now I have it sort of upside down. That's kind of better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We'll put that one there. Sorry about that with my hand in the way. So I'm holding this down. You can see the light coming on. Okay. So they're definitely not going anywhere. They kind of have a nice sparkle to them. And I think I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to pick up the pink one. And we're going to try again to color him or her. Because like I said, I wanted a different color. Now, if you were going to do this maybe on a shirt or something, you know, you're going to put this on fabric, I don't know if I would color it with the markers. But that's just me. And it looks like I got a little bit of belly jelly on my wreath here, but that's not a big deal. Okay. And then so be sure and turn this to the off position when you're done. And one of the things that I tend to do, because I used to have a Walkman, is I'll take the batteries out. So it's got 3 batteries inside. As a safety. I have a few other Christmas stamps that I think that this technique would work well with. Here's a larger wreath from Hero Arts, and I bet you could, you know, add some of them to that. And then I also have a stamp that's sort of a snowflake. So these I think you could definitely bling out and make it look really pretty. So here's the card, and it's just a nice kind of simple card. You could have clustered, certainly. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. But I appreciate my subscribers very much, and have fun. Have a great day. Nope. Well, we're going to have to try another pink one because I think I'm not going to be able to find my original red one.